You have traveled to this sacred mountaintop, seeking answers from the all-knowing wheel of enormous proportions. You may now ask the wheel any one question that torments your very soul. Should you be chosen, your longing for truth will be satisfied, and your life forever changed. And with that, the wheel of enormous proportions awaits. You traveled long and far seeking knowledge, but have to play my trivia game first? What's that about? You're gonna take turns spinning me, and you get points if I land on your slice. Earn 20,000 points, and you'll be able to spin the winner wheel. But not just anyone can spin me. You have to prove yourself first. You have the chance to win points with these two slices. But your odds are better when you have more. So let's earn some by doing a little trivia, okay? Okay. Question 1 works for me. What are the official Pokémon types? Just tap on the ones that fit the prompt. All right, the answers look something like this. All right, let's see how you did. No way! One of you is a cut above the rest. Have a slice. You're welcome. Hey, and you also have the top score. A second slice, yes. Question 2, anyone? Which of these countries are in South America? Sometimes I imagine myself growing hands with fingers on them, so I can tap the correct answers just like you. The time to tap answers is slipping away. That's it, and the answers were... Oh, no, you didn't. One just isn't enough. One last question for you teeny tiny ones. You're gonna type answers for this one. What are the 5 pillars of Islam? There are only 5 correct answers. Try to type them all in before time runs out. To be a good Muslim, you should say what you believe out loud. You don't necessarily have to be quick, but during this month, you hope the sunsets are earlier. Typing time is running out. Let the correct answers be known. Technically, it's a tie, but only one of you had your heart in it. You! Check this out. Power Slice! By my divine will, it's the Power Slice. You can stick it on my head and spin me. And the time for spinning, it's now. Welcome to the mountaintop, where your slices can be spun and turned into points. Choose the slots on my face to socket your slices. But watch out, you split the points with everyone that shares a slot with you. The slot with the 2 and the X, that one's worth double. Unless everyone shares it, then it won't end up worth so much, am I right? Get those slices down quick or you'll lose them. You're gonna take turns spinning me. And I'm excited, because you're going first. Swipe the wheel on your device to spin. You can also tap real fast if that's more your thing. I'm decelerating, and very soon... Look at that! Power slices reproduce until you land on one. How about that? You ready, new spinner? Well, if you don't... This slice gives you points. That's fun. It's your time to shine. Hey, what if you used your device to spin me? Here it comes. And... there you go. This'll get you going. That spin meter above me is filled now, which can only mean it's time for the last spin of the round. Make this one count, last spinner. I'm about to stop, and what a good thing for all of you. Let me spin on a different axis. Look at that. It's the scoreboard. You need at least 20,000 points to win. So why don't we scrape up some more points, all right? I'm thinking I might toss you a couple fresh slices. A boom. I'd like to introduce you to question 1. What the heck does PEMDAS stand for? ahead and start tapping. All this tapping reminds me how much I love to tap dance, but it makes me sad because I'll never do it myself. Don't think about that. Just keep tapping. Your tap time is ticking away. Time! And what were the correct answers? Whoa! Question 1 is nothing compared to question 2. You'll answer this one numerically. How many stars are visible in Van Gogh's Starry Night? Answer with the keypad on your device and then tap submit. The player closest to the answer is who you want to be. Hurry, little one, I'm waiting on you. Show your numbers. But the correct answer is... I don't believe it. Another slice. Let's get you a power slice. Just do good on this last question, okay? Let's see how many you get this time. Which 6 colors will you find in a bag of milk chocolate M&Ms? M&Ms. They're one of my favorite road trip snacks, just in case that comes up later in the game. There are 6 correct answers. Try to name them all before time runs out. Try to sneak one more answer in. This is what you had to type. A tie? What? No. You. I got a power slice with your name on it.
Power slice.
With the power slice in hand, the Meeples brave the summit. Look at you, up here where your slices finally pay off. Here's a tip from Wheel to Meeple. You can tap a slot more than once to add a multiplier. Isn't that a pleasant surprise? My face is craving your slices. Come on! The first spin of the round goes to you.
Power slice.
Power slice! Oh, you won the pot, but you also get something extra. Choose a slice to make it all your own. You've got an exciting decision to make, and everyone else is very jealous. Oh, what a fine slice decision. Very good. I'm being overtaken by skull slices. What a dilemma. New spinner! You share twice the pot. How cooperative. Hey, how about a spin from a new spinner? This is gonna be the spin to tell your grandkids about. Double that pot for my peeps. I'm ready for a new spinner. Oh, I'm so happy. It's the last spin of the round. The last spin is all in your tiny meeple hands. Hurry up! I don't want to spin without you! You share the pot and my excitement. With those points, you get to spin the winner wheel. Get over here, you. You're gonna spin me, and if I land on you, you win. But if I land on a skull, the game continues. You can win it right here. It's not over yet, Meeples. Points don't really mean anything, but let's just see who has the most for conversation. You might have this one in the bag, but will you hold on? It's a slice party, and you're invited. I've lined up some questions, starting with this one. I'm gonna give you a series of clues to help you answer this question. What is a style of...
You might want to check the content control section in the pause menu. As for me, this is as family friendly as I get.
The room code is NWXP.
There's too many of you. Some of you can be in the audience. I promise it's just as thrilling.
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you've applied for this exciting employment opportunity. If you haven't guessed, I'm the boss around here, but I like to think of myself more as a buddy. My first rule of management, always set clear expectations, and I expect us to be best friends. So let's get started. I'm gonna send some icebreaker questions to your device. Answer them any way you want. There are no rules, except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? Our employees have to be able to engage in a little small talk. It's my first rule of management.
up.
Okay, I'll just file these. Now that we're pals, I'm sending some tough but fair interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. Genius, right? Tap any word you see to add it to your response. If you make a mistake, tap the word again to remove it. You can also drag words around to rearrange them. Can't find the right words for what you want to say? Then say something different, pal, because that's all you're getting. The first rule of management is limitations foster creativity.
You are about halfway through the timer. Finish your answer before time runs out.
Don't let me down. What is something you wish you had more time for? Of course, I could easily pick the best answer, but my business senses are telling me to make you guys do it. Vote for your favorite now. What does leadership mean to you? Nice. Using words from 3 separate people earns you an extra bonus. How did you hear about this position? What's the most important feedback you've ever received? I'm not much for reading, but from what I skimmed, you guys did great. Let's see who's in the lead. Good effort, everyone. Let's regroup with some more icebreakers. Okay, same as before. Respond any way you want, just don't skip on the details. Put some meat on those word bones. Hey there! Yeah, I'm doing it now. No, they're still writing. I know, right?
I'm here to inform you that you've used half your time.
This counts as your orientation, by the way. Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use any word. Skip this. Got it.
Hey, you're halfway through the timer. Hey, you're almost out of time.
Show me what you got. What out-of-office message would you set to ensure no one contacts you for any reason? Vote on your devices now.
Roar.
This round, every vote earns you even more points.
Synergy.
Everyone in the office is suddenly barefoot. How do you respond? You find yourself working late alone with the chatty custodian. How do you get around the fact that you don't know his name? On your daily video conferences, a dark, ghostly figure stands behind the client and has been inching closer and closer. How do you respond? When we take office photos, what would you do if we asked to do a silly one? You all did equally well. Just kidding. Let's look at the scores. Math, am I right? Let's do one more icebreaker. Don't overthink it. Just put down whatever enters your mind. Unless you're thinking about ventriloquism. I don't trust puppets.
Half your time is up.
Not what I would have written, but hey, I already have a job. Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. I left them under my pillow so I could learn about you in my dreams. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Oh, you know the drill. Then let's go.
You're about halfway through the timer.
All right, business time. Choose your favorite now. the last round, how about an even bigger score bonus? We've got an odd number of candidates, so I'm putting our top 3 together.
Lord.
Hey, we're done. I wish I could hire you all, but the first rule of management is 1 employee per job. The job goes to... Congratulations! You're our new fiscal producer of Rock Bottom Lines. Welcome to the team! Oh, and Janet, you're fired.
For the crown.
What a lovely experiment.
Where was I?
You're all underdressed.
Not long ago, on a night with rather obvious foreshadowing, there was a gathering of the world's most famous detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective had a stash of 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But be careful, as a murderer you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally.
As you were.
Fine.
To assist in their plans, each detective had a secret accomplice disguised as a party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any ridiculous alias will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
Indeed.
Fundamental.
Oh!
It's done.
Perfect. And not a moment too soon.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
Poor thing. He's got no idea what you're up to.
I'm your host, Lord Tippett, and I must say, your reputations precede you. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open. Just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and we mustn't forget to welcome your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... Good heavens! A blackout? I'm much too rich for this sort of inconvenience. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time to attack. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then, guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And get on with it before the lights come back.
Nobody scream, unless it's in delight at how well the party's going. Hell, that was frightening, but it's jumping Jehoshaphat! 4 of our guests have been murdered!
Each murder you commit earns you a point from me. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least the world's greatest detectives happen to be here. What a stroke of luck. To the detective board. Aha, we found the murder weapons. Let's start by looking at just 2 of these instruments of death. Thanks to science, we can tell how many awful attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is odd. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
What a coincidence.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Good.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Let's continue.
Exactly the case I would have chosen. You there. Since you brought this guest, I'm letting you borrow my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest.
Here. You. Aha. At
Perhaps.
once.
By the way, you can use the hurry up
Yes, yes.
button to speed up the timer if your fellow detectives are... You suspect one of your fellow detectives was the murderer? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime? You villain! I sentence you to the ultimate punishment. Continued forced small talk with strangers at this party. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. There's one pair of murders left to examine. What senseless violence.
Senseless, but not pointless.
All right, you know what to do.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
Fascinating.
Well then, we're waiting.
What's
Oh?
this? Come on.
Since you brought this guest, you get control of the magnifying glass. And the rest of you, feel free to yell at them if they miss something. Now all we have to do is actually solve the case.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
Aha! Yes, yes.
Make haste.
Uh-oh. Aha!
What do you have to say for yourself?
Revisit your data.
Oh, whoopsie-doo. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night.
And as for our escaped murderer, keep lying low and there will be even more points in your future.
As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now how about we... Not again!
We need some more weapons to keep this party going. Draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before.
Yes.
That's half your time. I hope you used it wisely.
See to it.
Now enter a name for your new accomplice. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that stands out.
Eureka!
Excellent.
It's done.
Masterfully done.
Oh, I see we have some late arrivals to the festivities. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. And I was worried I'd have to eat all this pâté myself. Oh my!
Select another guest and try to deduce who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
Remain calm, Tippet. Put yourself in your happy place. Ah, my money spa. I'm beginning to suspect something is Victoria's Secret. Even more murders. Now they're dead, and their coats are still on my bed. I hate both of these weapons. I hate them.
Aha!
There. Come now.
Interesting.
Let's extrapolate.
Oh. Yoo-hoo.
Ow! Oh.
Thoughts, feelings, hunches?
Perhaps.
Don't forget you can use the magnifying glass to highlight what you found for your
What?
fellow detectives.
Interesting.
Hello.
Out with it! I would call the police, but the storm took out the landline, and I threw my mobile at a rude swan. There's one pair of murders left to investigate. I think I see an umlaut. Do you see an umlaut?
My word.
Here,
Yes, yes.
I see. On with it.
Oh, what's this?
Let's put the who in whodunit.
Well then. Yes, yes.
Aha! Make haste.
We're waiting.
Well? Call the police? Heavens no! I'll be sending you to the attic with Mother Tippet. Careful, she bites. fine evening, give or take a corpse. Now, someone get the... Oh, codfish!
Let's try this again, shall we?
I can't believe this is happening again. It's just like the movie Ground Pigeons Day. Small road bump. I'm sure we can... Pyramid of beef pies! My pants! Well, someone is certainly guilty of murdering a great party. Don't be shy. Pick a case.
Aha!
yes.
Let's extrapolate.
Fascinating. Yes, yes.
Now.
I don't want to point any fingers, so I'll leave that to you.
Ooh. Here.
Don't be afraid to collaborate with your fellow detectives. There's no I in investigation.
What's this?
Perhaps.
Make
Let's
haste.
continue.
Do tell.
You call that a conclusion?
Innocent? Well, I owe the stable hand £5. Now I think it's time for the midnight. We've still got a ton of unsolved murders, and I am not going back to prison. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please hurry.
Aha! Tick-tock.
Brutal.
I see. Interesting. On with it.
Come now.
Very clever. Let's move on.
Aha! At once. Ooh.
I've never felt better.
Yes, yes, very murdery.
What's this? Oh. Now. Let's extrapolate.
I'll kill anyone I want.
Good. Celebrate later.
Here. You.
Aha! Come now.
What's this?
Facts are facts.
That one was gruesome.
Interesting.
Yes,
Aha.
yes.
Make haste.
You're an
this?
I
What?
see.
Excellent work, detectives. Well, some of you, the rest of you, not so much. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
But there's also the matter of who the best murderer is. And who brought the most popular accomplices. And our overall winner is...
Congratulations! If anyone asks about this, could you talk up the pheasant and maybe talk down the loss of life? Many thanks.
You looking for that room code? I got it. X, P, U, U. Room code in 3, 2, 1. X, P, U, U. You looking for that room code? I got it. X, P, U, U. All right, here's the room code. X, P, U, U. All right, here's the room code. X, P, U, U. Room code in 3, 2, 1. X, P, U, U. Okay, here's the room code. X, P, U, U.
Drawful Animate.
I'm back.
Ooh, even I got chills. Buckle up, it's time for 2 rounds of animated fun. All right, let's get animated. Check your device for the title of your animation. It might be simple, like Dog Beach, or weirder, like Carrots on Parade, or Ow, my bones. Make an animation on your device that would fit that title. When you're done, hit Submit. You'll get points for each player that guesses the correct title. You're smart, you got it. It's never too late to join the audience. Go to jackbox.tv and enter the room code. All right, you turkeys, you need to start on your second frame. Respectfully. Time is nearly over, so start getting desperate. Animation's complete. Let's see what we've got. Now you write what you think they were trying to draw, or what you think will trick the other players. Okay, which of these do you think originally inspired the animation? Let's see what happened. You are more united than a tray of sticky buns. Oh, I'm hungry. Got a good title for this one? Put it in writing. we've got. Okay, you don't have a lot of time, just vote. Okay, I'm actually curious how this one turned out. Look at this beautiful train wreck. Pull it together and write something. I'm talking to you, discouraged novelist. It's decision time. Let's see what people picked. Type that title. You don't have time to be perfect. Just do your best or your worst. I really don't care. Ooh, there are some pretty good options here. Well, there's one. Time's almost up. Make your finger touch your device and... Okay, here's what happened. Write a potential title for this animation. these terrible titles matches that disaster of an animation. It's not that hard. Make a choice. Who got duped? Last round, a fresh batch of titles are being delivered to your device. Drawing time is halfway done. Maybe start thinking about frame 2. The animations are in. Some of them are very bad. Let's take a look. Not sure what this one's saying, but it is saying a lot.